Let's do a review. Conditionals. Let me ask you, how many different kinds of conditionals are there?
Three.
Three, good.
Yeah.
So which one is true in the present?
You mean the
First, second, or third?
No, the first one.
Good. All right. Let me ask you this: what verb tense is the if condition, the if clause in a third-class condition?
Past participle.
Past perfect.
Past perfect. Yeah. How about the if clause in the second-class condition? Simple past. Is it real or unreal?
Unreal.
It's unreal in the present or the past.
Past.
Second-class condition.
Simple past.
Is the condition located in the present or in the past with a second class? In the present. So it's unreal or it contradicts the truth. Okay? It's right now. The if clause is in what tense?
Simple past.
Simple past.
Yeah.
The result clause, what's the formula for a second class condition?
Model plus verb plus.
I'm sorry, what did you say in the result?
Verb
Modal
plus verb one, basic form.
plus base form. That's it, okay? All right, you guys okay? Today we need to go back and make sure that we talk about a third class condition. So you got your if clause and you got your result. So in the if clause, what do I need again?
Simple perfect.
Have and plus.
Past perfect.
Plus.
Thank you. Past perfect.
Past.
Over here, what's the formula?
Would
Have.
model
Have.
Can I just say modal?
Yeah.
Yeah. M-O.
plus
Modal.
have
Plus have
plus verb 3.
Plus.
plus V3. Alright, somebody give me one. Can somebody give me a third class condition? By the way, is it opposing the truth or is it with the truth? Is it real or unreal?
Unreal.
Good. Somebody give me an example. Yeah.
If I had had enough money, I would have been in Chicago.
What is it? I would
Have.
have what?
Been in Chicago.
I would have
Been.
been in Chicago. So, where's my pretty colors? There we go. So listen, what tense does he use here?
Present.
Is that correct?
Past perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what's the truth? If I had enough money, did he have enough money?
No.
See, the truth is, here's the truth. He didn't have enough money. What tense is this in the truth?
Simple past.
It's simple past and it's negative. So if I'm turning this into a conditional, I know I need to go back a step to make it unreal in the past, right? I need to go back a step to had. All right, so that makes it a third class condition and it makes it untrue in the past, and I needed to contradict this. This is negative, isn't it? So over here, is it negative or positive? To contradict it, it's got to be
Negative.
over here. It's the truth is negative, right? He didn't have enough money. So I got to do the opposite over here to make it untrue, right? And then I would have been in Chicago. Was he in Chicago?
No.
So here's your if condition in the truth. Okay? Down here is my result truth. The truth is, I would have been in Chicago. He wasn't in Chicago. Again, what tense? It's simple past, isn't it? So, again, I want to talk about, over here you'll just see it follows. It goes, it's just, and they're both simple past. All right, so I take a step back to show that something's untrue in the past by going past perfect, and then it just follows the chart straight across. And I use the formula, and my formula is would, the modal, plus have, plus V3. Everybody okay?
Teacher, this
Yes.
is the third class, right?
What?
This is the third class.
This is a third class condition, yep. Which is unreal in the past.
What about the truth?
The truth, listen, you have to remember a condition, right? You're always comparing it to the reality. We're talking about a reality in the past, okay? So we're using a third class condition to create something that contradicts what happened in the past. It's a weird deal. Some languages, cultures, they don't even have conditionals. But we do. And it's how we convey that something, it's kind of like, you guys ever watch Deja Vu? It's like a time capsule, man. You're like moving around in time and creating these pretend situations that aren't even real. So this is how we do it in English. I have a reality in the past, and I want to contradict it. Okay?
In the TLC, I was doing the exercises for these yesterday. And sometimes they give the truth sentence with negatives. Then the rule is to build the conditional in positive way. This is the rule?
Yeah. Well, that's right. Just remember, with both a second and a third class condition, you want to contradict the truth. So the only way to do that, if the truth is positive, right, you want to go negative. If the truth is negative, you want to go positive.
Okay.
Yeah, simple rule
Yeah.
to remember.
But
Together.
now I understand better.
Yeah.
Yesterday was
Yeah, good. So this was helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's look at the examples in the book. Yeah.
How come you put had? Yeah.
Because the only way to create an unreal condition about the past is to use the past perfect. It's a strange thing. For some reason, to show an unreal condition, in both the second and third class, you always end up in the past tense in some form. So, let me say this. A second class condition, right, is simply, in the if clause, a simple past. It's unreal in the present. To get the unreal, for some weird reason, you got to go past tense. If I want an unreal present, I go simple past. If I want an unreal in the past, a third class condition, I got to go past past, which is past perfect. All right? So for some reason, stepping into this fake world in English, right? If this is the reality, if I want to go unreal, freaky sci-fi, right? I got to go past tense. To stay present unreal, I go past tense. If I want to go past unreal, I got to go past past, which is past perfect. Now it's not only unreal, but it was unreal in the past. Are you with me? It's weird, man. Yeah.
Some situation in the past unreal, but now it's real. How can you use the condition?
So, give me a sentence.
Like when I call my family in my country in the past,
Yeah.
unreal, but now it's real. I use it with true, negative, but.
So you got to start somewhere. What? Give me a situation. I called my parents.
Yeah, I called my parents.
So the truth is, you need a situation and then you need a result. So the situation is, I called my parents, and then what was the result of that? They were happy, or they well, you need a result, a truth result from the past.
They will be happy.
They were happy?
They were happy.
Okay? So remember, this is your if, and we're talking about the truth of the matter in the past.
Yeah.
So I called my parents in the past. The result, want to create a third class condition, okay? Which means, and we know that because we have past, right? Everything's in the past here. So I've got to use a third class condition to talk about an unreal situation in the past. So if I want to make a valid third class condition with this, what am I going to put over here?
If I hadn't called my parents,
Yep.
Should be the
Opposite.
Yeah, opposite.
Yeah. So
If I
hadn't called my parents,
I do not have.
if I hadn't
called
called my parents,
called
My parents.
my
my
parents,
parents,
comma,
they
they would.
wouldn't have.
They would.
They would.
Or no, we have to see.
they would
Yeah,
be. Now listen, you could do the opposite of happy. They would be
Unhappy.
sad. If I hadn't called my parents, they would be
Sad or unhappy.
sad.
So that
Or
one is
unhappy.
mixed time,
Teacher,
right?
can I change and say they were happy? I would have called them. Like, I mean,
But we have to use the verb have in the result.
Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe
Hold on,
we-
hold on. I made a mistake.
That one
You're
is
right.
make a mixed time,
We
teacher.
need have
They
been or
would
have
have
been have been.
They would have.
Let's do it the normal way. Let's just do it normal. They
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have been
have
been
been
sad.
happy.
happy because
Yeah.
they got
Let's keep it normal. I made a mistake, actually. I
No,
screwed up.
teacher, you make it. You made it by mixed time.
I did. We're going to get to that, but this isn't
Yeah.
next time.
No,
So,
before that one.
now, we'll get to that. You're right, I did, because I
Yeah.
just got out of my last class. So, if I hadn't called my parents, did I call my parents?
No.
Yeah.
The truth is,
No.
I called my parents.
But
They wouldn't have been happy. So,
They were happy.
they were happy. Okay? So, they wouldn't have been happy. If I didn't call, they would be sad, right? So,
Teacher,
yes.
can I say they wouldn't be happy? I wouldn't.
Wait a minute. Don't put a would in the if clause.
Why? Why I can't?
Because it's not an option on the chart, is it? In the if clause, you can do simple present, simple past, or past perfect. Don't put a would in there. The only time you put a modal is should, potentially to show uncertainty, a little bit more uncertainty. Don't put a would in there, though.
So, if they hadn't been happy, I wouldn't call them.
So you want to create a different reality?
I want to change like would have been happy to begin with it.
So listen, here's the deal. You've got to start with the truth in mind. You can do anything you want over there, but we've got to know what the truth is before we can create that. Does that make sense? I mean, you can go in either direction, but it's hard to answer a question about whether something's right or wrong if I don't know what the truth is. So you've got to tell me what the truth is. What's the truth in the past?
The truth in the past.
Yeah. What do you want to communicate? Are your parents? Did you create something different? What happened in the past, and then what was the result in the past?
Okay. I studied hard.
Okay. I studied hard. And then what was the result? I passed the final exam.
Yeah. Oh, I had
No.
All right, cool. So now we come over here, and we want to create.
If I hadn't
Yep.
if I hadn't studied
hard,
Studied.
I wouldn't.
For the final.
I wouldn't pass the.
I wouldn't have passed.
Has. Yeah, there wouldn't have passed.
I wouldn't
I wouldn't pass.
I
the-
wouldn't
have
Pass the
passed.
final
Passed.
have
That
passed the final.
it is easy.
useful to do this, though, in reverse, so you can see what's going on. All right, everybody okay? Let's practice a little bit.
Let's practice.
Let's try it. All right, so I'm on page 23.
We've already done with 23.
Yeah, we're done with 23, I'm sorry. I'm on page 24, actually.
Yeah.
Did you have a question? You okay?
Yeah, why doesn't it put then? Like has then?
Because we changed the verb.
Yeah. We're using past.
Yeah.
Remember, you need the modal. You need have plus past participle. And your verb over here is just past. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so let's take a look at page 24. Let's look at their examples. Will you read A for me, Dave?
Yeah, of course. If you had told me about the problem, I would have helped you.
Yeah, the truth is, did you tell me about the problem, Dave?
No.
No, you didn't. And did I help you?
No.
I didn't help you either. Okay. B. Read B for me, Abdurrahman. If they... We're on page 24.
If they had studied, they would have best.
Yeah, did they study?
Yeah.
No.
No.
If they had studied, so the opposite of that is they didn't. That's the truth. They didn't study. Did they pass? They didn't pass either.
Yeah.
C. Turkey, read C.
If I hadn't slept on the stairs, I would not have broken my arm.
Hey, did poor Turkey slip on the stairs?
No.
Yes! It says, if I hadn't slipped. The opposite of that is he did slip.
Yeah.
And he broke his arm. I'm so sorry. Alright, D.
Can I say if the sentence it's negative, it's gonna be true. If it's correct, it's
Wait a minute, negative where? In the if or in the truth?
If I had it, it's negative.
Yeah. So listen, to get to the truth, just do the opposite. If I hadn't studied, so the opposite of hadn't is had. I did study.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you find the truth.
If it's negative, it's gonna be true.
Correct. That's a good point. If I hadn't studied English, so it is negative, and the truth is he did study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about if I
You can look at it that way.
If I had, it's gonna be.
If I had studied hard, the truth is you didn't study. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're on the right path. You're on the straight path. Good. Stay on the straight path. All right, D. Han, take D.
If I had had enough money, I would have bought a car.
Yeah. And then read E.
If I had had enough money, I could have bought a car.
Yeah, friends, it's the same deal here with would and could. Okay? When you use would in the result, in the third class condition, it's communicating desired or predictable results. So it means I want it to happen, or I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. Okay? If I use could, it just shows a possible option. It just means it's a possibility to do this or do something else.
So you might do it in the future.
I may or may not do it yet. I have the ability to make this choice to do something, is basically what could does. So, again, would, I desire something, or I'm pretty sure this is what's going to happen. Could is, I have the ability to make a choice, or there's possibilities. It's kind of is it. A lot of times you can use either one, and it doesn't have a huge impact on the meaning, but that's kind of to be precise, right? If you're doing surgery, you want to be precise. All right. So let's try it. Hey, take a look at A. It says complete the sentences with a factual or a truthful statement.